The funny thing is that most people think that they can think themselves into healing. Um, but actually, that's not the truth. You have to live yourself into healing and into recovery. Recovery is a verb, it's a doing thing. Because simply knowing what needs to change is not the same as becoming the thing that you need to change into, the person that you need to change into. There's a saying by Richard Rohr that says, to know and to not do is to not know in the first place. Um, and this is the moment where knowledge becomes courage. The stuff that we know needs to be translated into past the point of courage and actually activity, doing the things that we are supposed to be doing, where understanding, not just knowing, but understanding becomes movement, and your movement becomes part of a movement, where healing stops being a wish and starts being a walk. I think so often men and ladies and men are stuck in thinking, I'm just going to do stuff differently, but never actually get to the point of starting to practice the different things that they are supposed to be doing. So, all week I've talked about your voice, your truth, and your story, and your worth, and your value. And we've named the pain, we've shown the proof, um, we've revealed why, we've laid out the plan, and today we are going to do something about it. Because information is not transformation. It's not the thing that will transform you. Action, taking action is the thing that will transform you. Yesterday, I spoke to somebody that shared with me that faith without, what about just, uh, the works based religious approach? Um, and then I quoted back to him um, that says, the scripture that says, do not merely listen to the word and so deceive yourselves, do what it says. And faith without works is dead. And I definitely believe in righteousness by faith and justification and all of those things. But there are still certain things that we have to do. And recovery requires a set of disciplines and things that has to be done on a daily basis, such as making time to spend with God and figuring out how to communicate emotionally with those that's dear and that's important to me. And that's what this whole process is about. It's about doing something that your pain told you was impossible. Maybe you've been captivated by pain. Maybe you believe that stepping out of your prison is something that's impossible. So healing isn't just a theoretical thought process. It's 1,000 small acts of courage that's lived one honest day at a time. And you can read every post, you can watch every video that I've made ever, you can nod at every quote, and you can say, this is all good. But until you take that first step, nothing but nothing will change. Because healing isn't a thought that you think, it's a truth that you walk into. It's a process, it's an action. There's a saying that says, to know and to not do is to not know in the first place. So some of you have been collecting insight like seashells on the beach. You put your seashells in a bottle, you look at them, they're beautiful, you hold the truth. But I mean, looking at the seashells in the bottle doesn't mean that you are swimming in the ocean. You're not experiencing everything that swimming in the waves would bring you. And healing doesn't happen at the shoreline. It happens when you step into the water. You have to put your foot in. You have to get involved. You have to jump in. Yeah, it's time to arise and to shine. These are activities that we do. And that means that the rising is your part, the shining part is His. He shines His light through us. Um, God can't move somebody who is planted, who has decided to stand still. And maybe you've been watching quietly all week and you feel that something's stirring on the inside. Maybe there's an ache inside that says, I can't stay in this space anymore. Maybe your only option is to run away from this space and to escape the pain of your current situation. Don't run away from help. Um, run to it and realize that the pain in your heart is holy. It's the sound of your heart desiring more, your spirit wanting to wake up and take a stand and become more and wanting to shine. And you know what? I do believe that it's the enemy's voice that will tell you to wait, to think about this, maybe to pray about this a bit longer. There's nothing to pray about. God doesn't want you to be abused in your situation. Maybe you want to plan it better, but waiting has never healed anybody. Healing happens when you move, when you send the message, when you speak the truth, when you say, I am ready. So, yeah, Proverbs 14 verse 1 says, the wise woman builds a house and she doesn't dream it. She takes action. She doesn't hope for it. She builds it. And every woman who joins the Woman of Worth community will be building their own homes, brick by brick and truth by truth and word by word. So I've watched many thousands of women rise from devastation into destiny. Women who once whispered, I don't know who I am anymore. I've lost my worth and my value. And now I see those ladies leading others into their own spaces of freedom. Women who once shook with fear are now standing tall in truth, willing to confront the evil and the darkness that they see, not even in their own lives anymore, somewhere in the lives of other people around them, helping them to find deliverance on a permanent level. And this is what happens when pain becomes your purpose, when you have transformed your pain into purpose. You're not waiting for rescue, you're becoming the rescuer at the end of the day. Because when one woman starts to heal, she becomes the invitation for everyone around her to heal too. Hurting people hurt people, but healed people brings healing to people. So this woman of worthing that is running out there is actually your moment. It's your step from knowing to doing. It's yeah, we have a few spaces left for women who are ready to step into healing. And those spaces are not for Sunday, it's not for later, it's for now and it's for today. So if you're ready to start your process, we can start an interview process to see if we are able to help you. We can't help everyone, help a lot of people, but not everyone. Please send me a direct message, WhatsApp me that says I'm ready, and that's it. That's all you have to do. I'm ready. Take the first step. Maybe you don't even feel ready. Then say that. Say I don't feel ready. It's fine. We're here to help, and we want to walk with you today. We'll give you the structure, the safety, the sisterhood, hopefully a brotherhood for your husband as well, because you can't think your way out of pain. You have to live your way into freedom. To know and to not do, like I said, is to not know in the first place. It's time to arise. Arise is your opportunity, it's your action, and allow God's light to shine through you by speaking, because your healing isn't waiting to be understood, it's waiting for you to live and to take action. Your healing wants to be lived. Thanks for listening to me. Hope you have a fantastic Friday, almost weekend. I'll chat to you again Monday morning.